water.
Oh, what the?
In this series, I gathered up 10 players and shoved them into Terraria World, all with one goal in mind. We were going to beat the game on Calamity Mod Master Death Mode, with amplified boss health and no respawn during boss fights. After defeating the Moonlord, things were ramping up fast. Everyone was rushing to grab gear, preparing for the Dragon Folly. If we were going to finish the game, we would really need to get stronger, as most post-Moonlord bosses are like 10 times harder than anything we faced before. The next bosses on our checklist were the Profane Guardians and Province. Defeating these major bosses would give us access to lots of good gear, preparing us for the more difficult bosses later in the game.
With the Providence and her Guardians defeated, we were able to mine Eulabloom ores, as well as use her drops to craft much stronger gear. With this gear, we were ready to fight the Sentinels of the Devour.
After absolutely destroying the Sentinels, The next boss we would need to kill is the Poltergeist, as he drops some great gear for the Devourer.
Cat, dude.
With the glorified Plantera defeated, we headed over the Sulfuric Sea to kill, well, the glorified Duke Fishron. With all the bosses up to this point defeated, everybody was able to craft their gear for the Devourer. Bosses from now on would start to become increasingly difficult. Let's do it. Oh, there I go.
Holy musician. Tornadoes that do a lot of damage.
What's up, using my face?
Oh yeah.
With the Devourer defeated, our determination to beat the game grew. We were finally getting to the final stages of the playthrough. Though even with all the modifiers we added to make this challenge more difficult, I think the hardest part was having to deal with this the whole time. After farming some events for Nightmare Fuel, Darkstorm Fragments, and Endothermic Energy, we were able to craft much stronger gear, which we would need to defeat
That is going in my 2020. No way, bro, just said jump. Yeah, if you get the time, absolutely touched him 100,000.
That is so many projectiles. How do anyone dodge that? What was that?
Defeating the big orange bird meant we would be able to become even stronger. With Arc Tesla ore now spawning throughout the underground, and Yarn dropping some extremely strong gear, everybody was ready to take on Draydon's creations.
Here we go.
That one. I couldn't even see anything. It was so bad I couldn't even see anything. Shut up!
Am I doing alive?
Yes, you're the only alive.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, that's, I didn't honestly just
See?
that means I'm back. Yeah, I can also
Ay, ay, ay.
It's almost done!
Literally one death. Literally one death. Orange recall. Yeah, that's like a pretty...
Not even
Let's go, dude. Come on.
After way too many attempts of trying to defeat those damn robots, we were able to finally take them down. While we were relieved, it was time for the final and probably most difficult boss of them all.
Alright, make sure you're in team. Make sure you're in team. You're not gonna get boss otherwise.
Yeah. Might be off.
It's fine.
Otherwise, absolutely.
Guys, special circle. Everybody.
All the times that the tags cheated. Calamity!
And that was it. We had finally defeated the Supreme Calamitas and beat the game, only for someone to crash the server 2 seconds later. Thanks for watching to the end. This series has had a much different editing style than anything else I've done before, and I really just wanted to experiment with it, so future content will probably be much different. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and it would be much appreciated if you could consider subscribing, as it helps me out a ton.
Both of you. It's a one more
That go out through the fire. Your rival, they're standing my way.